Have you ever had one of those moments where you come across something like an idea or a thought, and it really kind of stops you in your tracks?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Happens to me, especially when I'm reading.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're going along and bam, something just makes you pause.
Definitely. Makes you think.
Well, that's what happened to me recently when I was scrolling through Blue Sky, that new social media platform.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big open forum for ideas, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like a modern day public square. And I saw this post from Mitch Jackson. He's a trial attorney. And let me tell you, this post really got me thinking. It was about navigating those unexpected turns in life, the curveballs.
Oh, I can only imagine the things a trial attorney must see. Talk about curveballs, right?
Oh, absolutely. And Mitch's post, well, it drew this really interesting analogy between what happens in the courtroom and what we all experience in life.
I'm all ears.
So he talks about how even with the most meticulous preparation, all the evidence, the arguments, everything perfectly lined up, the outcome of a trial, it can hinge on something completely unpredictable. The jury.
Ah, the human element.
Exactly. 12 strangers, each with their own story, their own biases, their own ways of seeing the world, and they're the ones who decide.
That's a pretty powerful image when you think about it, and it makes you realize that life outside the courtroom, it's full of those same kinds of unpredictable moments.
Doesn't it? It's like you can be completely prepared for a job interview, you've researched the company, you've practiced your answers, but
Then it comes down to things outside your control. Maybe they decide to go with someone internal, or they restructure the department.
or you pour your heart and soul into a project, only to have it fall through at the last minute for some reason that has nothing to do with you.
Life is just full of those moments where things don't go according to plan. It's how we respond to them that really matters.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So easy to get stuck in that mental loop, that why didn't it work
Yeah.
kind of thinking.
Oh, tell me about it. I think we've all been there. It can be so draining.
It really can. But that's what I found so insightful about Mitch's post. He talks about shifting our focus. Instead of dwelling on the why, he encourages us to focus on what truly matters.
It's about finding those anchors, right? Those things that give us stability and meaning, even when everything else feels chaotic.
Exactly. For some people, it might be their family, their close friends. For others, it might be their faith or their connection to nature.
It could even be something as simple as finding joy in the everyday moments, like that first cup of coffee in the morning or a beautiful sunset.
It's about recognizing that we can strive for certain outcomes, but we also need to cultivate that ability to let go of what we can't control.
It's funny because Mitch actually calls this shift in perspective a superpower.
Of superpower.
Yeah. The power to weather the storms, appreciate what we have, even amidst setbacks. And you know what? It reminds me a lot of the practice of gratitude.
Oh, absolutely. Even when things feel chaotic, taking a moment to acknowledge the good, no matter how small, can make a world of difference.
It really can. It's fascinating how this all connects to this idea of balance. We can wholeheartedly go after our goals, put in the effort, but also at the same time, embrace the present moment.
It's like that saying, enjoy the journey, not just the destination.
Exactly. It's like an athlete training for a competition. They're striving for the win, but they're also present in each training session. They're finding joy in the process.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It really highlights that duality. And, I appreciate how Mitch reminds us to celebrate those small victories along the way. He talks about, not just fighting for what we want, but also remembering to laugh, to breathe, to just be.
It all circles back to that courtroom analogy. The verdict, the outcome. It matters, of course, but it's how we show up each day, how we navigate those unexpected turns. That's what truly defines our journey.
That's such a powerful takeaway. So just to kind of recap for our listeners, Mitch's post, it really boils down to three key things. Focus on what you can control, let go of what you can't, and don't let today's challenges steal the beauty of this moment.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And, to bring this home, I want you to think about your own life for a moment. How might even a subtle shift in your perspective change how you experience your day-to-day?
That's such a good question.
What are you holding on to that might be weighing you down? Where can you find those little sparks of joy, even amidst the busyness and the chaos? Remember, perspective, it's a choice.
Such a powerful thought to leave us with. If you want to explore more of Mitch's insights, you can find him on Blue Sky. His handle is Mitch at Social. Until next time, keep diving deep.